No Cap November Masters event. Let's go ahead and get them started in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. We'll introduce you to our players, but before we... Now, don't top out before I introduce you. That would be really bad. But we do want to thank Mr. Brain for $30 super chat over on YouTube. Says, big donation for No Cap Play and the new cutting edge innovation, the rollover counter. Yes, there it is. So when we get to the point that our that we've rolled over, we'll display the rollover counter. And let me just try to refresh one of our players here. Okay, we are good. On the left side, it is Sidnev coming in at seed number 3 with a qualifying score of 5.5 million, seed number 3. Out of the Netherlands, a PB of 7.22 million. That's good for 7th on the overall list, which is a crazy, crazy number. And of course, Sidnev making Tetris headlines worldwide for winning her first ever CTM Masters event in August after 6 previous appearances in the finals. So Sidnev finally with the star next to her name. And in addition to that one win, those 6 other finals appearances, has finished in the semis an additional 11 times. Finished second in the CTWC in 2023. Third in the DAS World Championship over in Europe. Top 8 in CTWC 2022. And participated in the online years as well early in her career. So that is Sidnev. On the right side, it is Wallbant. All right, 214. No, I'm just kidding. Oh my God, that one guy here. No. Wallbant qualified in seed number 14 out of Canada. And actually, we've got 4 different countries represented in this bracket today. 234 Sidnev, 239 Wallbant. Wallbant qualifying into seed number 14 with a 1.58. Out of Canada, PB 1.63. And a 3-time Futures Circuit winner. Was top 4 in the CTWC Canada Regional this year. And did play in the CTWC this year and last year. Was Wallbant was second, right, at the Boston Tea parody, right? And was second in CT12 2022. So there is CT12 happening again this year. Pumpy Hearts running that in December, and Wallbant was your number 2 finisher in CT12. 375 for Sidnev, 323 for Wallbant. See, I'm going to do that joke every single time now. Now, see, you see how I am? Very oppositional defiant. So I'm going to continue to do that joke every single time. 420 for Sidnev, Tetris for Wallbant, 369. This is No Cap November, so players will start on level 18. Speed will increase on 19, speed will increase on 29, and that is it. No more speed increases after 29. 444 for Sidnev, long bar down, Tetris, 467, 419 for Wallbant. Sidnev with a level PB, by the way. I think it's relevant to know, like, how high have these players gone in terms of level since we are uncapped? Like, what could they achieve here? Well, Sidnev has gotten as high as level 149. Of course, Sidnev with colors, but according to this, no game crash. Is that right? I don't remember, but I mean, 149 would not be game crash. So working on that. Maybe we'll get it here today. I don't know. Wallbant I have listed as 38. That is on the leaderboard. I don't know if Wallbant has gone deeper than 38. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe in the 50s. It's all very It's shrouded in mystery how high Wallbant has scored, so I'm not exactly sure. Maybe he'll set a new record today. 511 for Wallbant, 549 for Sidnev as we approach level 19. Also want to thank those of you who just subscribed over the last few minutes. Oh, a little bit of squirreliness here for Wallbant. Yes, thank you to Tash Pickle and Analog Bot for the Prime subscriptions on YouTube. Sorry, on Twitch. Sorry about that. On Twitch, thank you very much to YouTube. All right, Wallbant up pretty high as he approaches and gets into 19. 527 into 19. Long bar to the right side will help, and he looks like he's in a spot where he can now bring this down. Uncovers that right side well, looking for a well-timed long bar. Gets one. Tetris Wallbant, 558. Sidnev already just about into 20 at 610. So Sidnev a little bit back in lines, ahead in score by about 60,000 or 50,000. I'm sure Wallbant would love to get his stack down just a little bit more. Sidnev sitting on a dirty Tetris setup right now. That S is going to cover it. This is going to take some doing here. Nice placements. A great tee. All right, Sidnev going to uncover that dirty Tetris setup, and now, yeah, just going to take this down with a triple, and it's really going to pay in this format since players can pretty much go as long as they can go. There is no need to take early chances. You can take the conservative way out if you need to, because you can sort of make it up if you're able in those late rounds. And of course, if you have an advantage in level PB, you've got to think about that as well, where you may be able to, even if you get far behind your opponent, you might be able to outlast them post 29. So that's going to be sort of a strategic shift as we watch this format. No cap November. 751 for Wallbant, 751 Sidnev. So basically tied in scores. Sidnev back by about 5 lines. Long bar down Wallbant. There's one down for Sidnev. So we are basically still virtually tied in score. 812 Sidnev, 784 Wallbant. And yeah, we do have a truly international affair today in the red bracket. Sidnev out of the Netherlands, Wallbant out of Canada, and then we've got players out of Great Britain and the USA in the next one. So always fun to see this be a worldwide thing. $883 now, 917 for Wallbant, 888 for Sidnev. Thanks to those of you who are clicking those codes on the Matcherino page. If you go to ctm.gg/Matcherino and you log in the top right corner, there's a little button that says claim code. If you go there, you just click on that code and leave. That would be like the bare minimum you can do. Of course, well, I guess the bare minimum would be not doing anything, which is what most people do, but that's okay. Whatever. We're happy to have you as viewers. 986 for Wallbant. Uncover, long bar down over. Max out for Wallbant on 28. There's a Tetris into 29 at A61. That writes, oh, Wallbant's going to flip that J around to the left. And I was like, oh my God, is he going to get this? But no, that's a top out at A62. Sidnev into 29. The chase down is A62. Chase down A62 for Sidnev. She can take all day, even of course, even if there were a cap. Now remember, these are best of 3. Long bar over Sidnev. These are best of 3. All right. A62 is the target. Sidnev trying to bring this down. Long bar gets in A50, 11,000 to go. And there it is. There's a chase down for Sidnev. A couple of scary moments there. I was like, oh my God, no. But Sidnev will survive long enough and take game number 1. So no big chase down needed in that one. Let us go ahead and get this counted down. Both players are ready in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So yeah, Wallbant will need to win this one to stay in best of 3 in the early rounds in No Cap November, and that's how we've always done it. It's always surprised me how quickly they go. Like they don't end up being these huge chase down kill screen battles, and I thought it would be different this year. I thought there'd be more of a deeper run vibe happening, and so far we will, so far in the previous brackets, it hasn't really been that so far in round 1. We still could see that, of course, but so I don't know. It makes me think, oh, maybe we should have done best of 3. But then, of course, what if we do get these best of 5 where there are multiple, deep kill screen runs? There's a dirty Tetris for Sidnev after a dirty triple. What if we do get that in round 1 and then all of a sudden we still have to play round 2? Like, that's the worry. You don't really want players having to play like 10 games in a row of 3 million points. Like, I don't want to tire them out, injure them, anything like that. So we'll see how it goes. $83,000 Wallbant gets a Tetris 106, $88,000 for Sidnev. And yeah, I think it's sort of like on my mind, when I'm planning these things and thinking about how to structure them. Like, I guess some of the disappointment I have with some of the live events, which are always very exciting. And of course, they, the organizers do the best they can, but they got to do everything live on the day. And you do notice that players, like, toward the end of the day do get tired, right? And you do see that the quality of play does suffer, and that is what I don't want there to be. I don't want players to be like totally exhausted and like just hating life. And then, I want to see players at their best, right? When they're rested. So, maybe a little too cautious with the best of 3, but I don't know. I mean, I just think that's maybe the way to go. If we, since we have all month to do it. 184 here for Sidnev, long bar down. Tetris 207. There's one for Wallbant 246. I mean, the other option is we could just do round 1s, round 2s, round 3s, round 4s all separate, but it would be a disaster. Scheduling wise and just organizationally, it would just be a disaster. Or maybe it wouldn't be. I don't know. Maybe it's something we think about if we do continue. No Cap November, 252 for Sidnev, 271 for Wallbant. But yeah, I'd rather have the players, being fresh and feeling like, like they don't regret playing. Nice T-spin setup for Sidnev, but she's going to miss the T. Well, missed the spin. I mean, got the T, missed the spin, so that's always sad when you miss that T-spin. Vicious Rhubarb says it's cold outside in November. Why are we not wearing caps? Yeah, I know. We've got Wallbant. Earlier this month in Deathmasters did have a cap on. A beanie, as some of you call it. What, a toque? As some of the rest of you call it, Canadians. I don't like the word beanie for that because I always think of like one of those spinning propeller things like Doge used to wear. 410 Wallbant, 374 Sidnev. So I don't know. I think it, slightly undignified word for an otherwise fine piece of headwear. 456 for Wallbant, 400 for Sidnev. So Wallbant in the lead by about 57,000. That's about 2 3/4 Tetrises. Remember, if we do get to a rollover situation, we do have our rollover counter. So we will be able to follow along, or I will be able to follow along. It's more for me than anybody. All right, Sidnev, Wallbant opting to, why do I keep calling Wallbant Sidnev? I don't know why that is. All right, Wallbant, yeah, putting a long bar over to that right side, taking a little bit of a conservative line here, and just opting to fill out that right side rather than complicate his board going into 19. Tetris, Sidnev, 536, 554, Wallbant. Going to take a triple down that middle. Didn't want to, really wanted that Tetris, but just prioritizing stack health and ease of play. It's the right thing to do. Tetris, Wallbant into 19, 585. Sidnev is already in there at 585. So players super close in lines and score on the 19 faves. 5 below there on the left side for Sidnev. That's always amazing to me that these players can see that, react to it so quickly. Like I'll never get there, and I just have to accept that about myself. 636 Wallbant, 611 Sidnev. Gonna stand up that J piece to make room for the incoming bar and get the Tetris. 643, 638 for Wallbant. All right, Sidnev does uncover the well here. No great place for the Z piece, but does get a bar. And it's taking care of that gap here. Covered well, uncovered. And waiting out the bar now. Long bar gets over Tetris for Sidnev. 727, 723 for Wallbant. Remember, this is best of 3, so if Sidnev takes this game, she will get to round 2. Wallbant needs to win this one, is pretty darn close in lines and score. Sidnev with the level PB advantage, though. So we'll see what happens. A lot can happen in Tetris, especially in a abbreviated series, best of 3. I mean, there's a lot of can happen there. The Vits for Sidnev, everyone loves it. Jasmine, I'm sure, loves it. I don't know if Jasmine's here, but Of course Jasmine's here. Jasmine, of course, she's not going to miss a Vits. I bet if that Vits didn't happen, she wouldn't have been here. Like, somehow, she knows it's going to happen or not happen. 890 for Sidnev. A couple lines over that well. Going to uncover those. Tetris for Wallbant, 892. 927 for Sidnev. Oh, that S doesn't. It gets a little bit misdropped there for Wallbant. That's going to create a hole in the stack. They'll have to address. A great place for the square. So Wallbant falling behind a little bit. 994 for Sidnev. Tucks in that square. And waiting out the bar. Tetris for Sidnev. She's got the max out on 28. And another Tetris A72. A Wallbant. That's a little bit. Can't use the bar for its intended purpose. Sidnev is into 29 with a 1.1. So Sidnev has got the lead by about 125,000 right now, but is about 10 lines ahead. Long bar Wallbant into 29. That T doesn't quite get where he needs it to, but it's still low and he can take care of it. We'll see what he's able to do. Sidnev set up center well. Just going to take that triple. You know, she's got a lead of about 100,000. Wallbant with the max out here on 30. She's got the lead of 100,000. Doesn't need to complicate things. Wallbant's left side is all messed up. He gets the long bar over to that left side. Now it's Sidnev's turn to bring this down, and that's going to be a top out at B43. So the target for Wallbant is B44, but he's not going to get there. And Sidnev will hang on and take game number 2 and move into round number 2. GG's to you, Wallbant. GG's to you, Sidnev. Hey everybody, this is your old pal, Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. Join our Discord server, the largest classic Tetris community online, at ctm.gg/discord, and follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day.